Good morning, hello, and welcome to Bars and Bells.
Good morning, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Ian, and this is the morning routine on Sunday, live on YouTube from our studio here in Guelph. What are we going to work on today?
We're going to start with our breathing and get into a little bit of some upper body mobility, and then work through some feet and some also grips. We're going to take you through a ballet foot warm-up. It's going to be really good.
Yep. We've had some feedback, and people love the hips. People love the stuff that we have been presenting with our hips.
And our feet.
And the feet articulations. So today's practice will be heavy on low body, and we do hope to spend a couple moments at the end to work on a little bit of a get up, just as a nice full body, up and down stretch. As we said there, we'll start with our breath. So either in a kneeling position, seated, laying, get your favorite position, and we'll get started already. Not the feet.
Yes.
Oh, the feet.
Sorry, my coffee was just off screen there.
So I'm going to finish my last sip there. Get on my back for my breathing here.
Your yellow ball is so far away. Here you go.
My yellow ball.
So hands on belly. Inhaling and exhaling ideally through nose. So as you take that big inhale, belly fills. Exhale, belly falls. As you get into your routine here, a 5-second inhale and a 5-second exhale. For 3 more rounds. In and out. In and out. On this in, taking a nice big in, and we're going to hold our breath for 15 seconds here. So nice in and breath hold, 15. Five, 3, 2, and exhale. That's nice.
That's always nice. I love the way you shake it.
Yeah?
I love the way that gently
I try to relax my body.
On the holds though, can't you just feel that nice challenge shake? Love that. From there, we'll get into those hands just for a quick second. We will talk about the hands and the feet as we warm up, and then into our T-spine. Wrist extension. What do you have?
I was saying on the way up, I'm a little sore from yesterday's handstands.
We did our handstands yesterday. So that's wrist extension. Maybe do that on the wall, on the chair. We'll do it here on the floor. With those wide open hands, chin tucked nice and neutral as to look at the hands. Screw in, meaning fingertips heavy, blood donations forward, and shoulders packed. Press into a first knuckle push-up and back. First knuckle push-up again, fingers stay heavy. Straight line from the finger knuckle there through the wrist. And pull down. Repeat 2 or 3 more. Up with control, send the energy out and pull yourself back down. And repeat 1 more. Spread that energy across the knuckles again and pull back down. Get to that tall kneel position. We did the little wrist extension. Can you do the hokey pokey here too? Can you let those wrists be nice and loose? We want a little bit of both. This time we'll have our fingertips face. You put it in, shake it all about. You gotta shake it all out. So fingertips facing the knees now.
I haven't done that in a while. I haven't said that, the hokey pokey. Anyway, fingers facing knees.
Sometimes the fingers might start to feel pokey on this. So we're pulling the shoulders down. We have really nice open hands again. And at the index fingers, start to press into the floor. And press right and left at the same time. And relax the tension. Move to the middle finger. Press that into the floor. Perhaps this forearm flexor side is lighting up. Relax that. Repeat with the ring finger. So again, I don't want to look at the camera just to see, hey, and what's going on, but that nice neutral head is great. and then switch to the pinky, press the pinky, and then press all 8 or 10 fingers here, thumbs included, press, 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 press. And peel up, meaning heel sleeve first, nice and control up, pushing away. And the hokey pokey in you, turn yourself around.
That's what it's all about.
From here, we'll get in that T-spine. Am I the model or you the model here? We're just both doing it.
We'll both
We'll both do it. T-spine from either, again, a kneeling position where Lauryn is. I'll stand up, actually. Or from all fours here. From this position, play with the upper back here. So I'm getting into my upper back extension. And then this is my flexion shape. In your flexion shape that Lauryn's showing as well, pull your shoulder blades together. Then pull your rib cage down with the abs and lift your sternum forward. And pull the rib cage down with the abdominals. Lift the rib cage or extend forward. Let's repeat that for 2 or 3 more. The rib cage flexion there, or spine flexion through the ribs. And then the extension of that part of our spine. Repeat for 1 more time. Rib cage down. And rib cage extend. Easy off the tension. Extend your hips if you're standing. And just relax if you're on the floor. Hands on the floor, we'll explore that low back now. With your hands on the floor, tailbone in the tilt, pull the floor together, hands and knees, and talk to the abdominals to flex the lumbar spine.
tucking your tail under.
Yep, and then the opposite of that is to tilt your tail towards the ceiling. So that's our lumbar extension or our tailbone tilt. And from there, pull on the abdominals to create tension, to flex the low back. And again, looking at Lauryn's upper back there, nothing moves in the upper back. We're working from the tip of the tailbone for the last 1 or 2 years. Pull on the abdominals to flex the spine.
Oops, sorry, on the
And then extend. Let's finish one more flexion series here. Pull on those abdominals as we tuck under the hip. Extend. And extend then the hips, or get back to that tall kneel position. I love the way that feels. I hope that feels okay. Hokey pokey or not.
I think this is actually skin marink.
And this skin
Skin marinky dinky dink.
Get our nursery
All
rhymes
right.
slash things
Hip
together.
flexors, shall we?
Great.
Would you like to? You love your level hips.
I do love level hips.
All right, I like my bowl of punch analogy I did
I like
yesterday.
that too.
So put your punch bowl in your pelvis. Let us know later what color your punch is.
Red.
Level hips, glass bowl too. Hips tuck under so that punch is level this way, horizontally. Okay? Now you're going to spill your punch out one side of your bowl, and then you're going to pull that on straight and try to spill your punch out the other side. I find that side quite hard to tip it over. Then back to neutral, and now that punch is nice and level in its bowl. Stay tucked, keep that level punch, and you're going to take the bowl and slide it across the table and pull it back. While you slid that punch bowl across the table, there was no ripples or waves in your punch. So stay tucked under. Last one or so. Let's keep that hip-like position and just walk our foot open, because we're going to be doing lots of hips later, so let's just prep them a bit. If I walk that foot open, toes pointed out, knees tracking toes, pushing out from that glute with that leg. Keep the punch level. Can you rock the punch a little bit? Not rock, slide. Again, we're sliding our punch bowl. This time we're sliding it side to side.
I love sliding to your right there. It's hard to slide there.
Oh, my punch is still level. Then walk your foot back to center. Try not to spill your punch as you pull that leg underneath you. Get out the other leg. All right, same bowl. Level it forward, back again. So tail to ceiling, tail tucks under. Level there. Level side to side, lift up, spill a punch. underneath you. Spill a punch, underneath. Keep that punch level, slide it across the table again. This could be one of my favorites. Sliding the punch bowl. Back to center, walk that foot out, about in line with your knee-ish. Foot, knees, toes tracking each other. Drive out on that leg from that butt cheek. Hips are still level. Slide your punch side to side now. Again, no ripples. Oh.
Push and pull, right?
Yeah.
Push and pull. Feel
That's nice.
the floor.
Back to center. Walk that foot back to center. Do. Pull it underneath you. Time
Excellent.
to stand up.
Yeah, let's take our time standing up, whether we use the lunge, the inchworm elephant.
Get up quick so you can have coffee.
Get up quick so you can have a sip of coffee before we get started again. And then we're standing here, so we're going to get into that foot warm-up we mentioned, exploring the ballet positions in first, but first in parallel. Should I stand up closer?
Sure, if you'd like to.
Great. Maybe.
We don't have a head.
I know. Near head this neck. We'll try that.
Come sideways. Okay, so feet are in parallel position right now. First, just starting, bending like your first knuckles at your wrist, your first knuckle toe push up. So you're just bending your foot, looking and checking it out, making sure it's not in this ugly sickle position, but in a nice straight line. Push your heel through the floor to crush it down. Other foot, first knuckle bend. Check out the ankle. Ugh. Yes. Crush it down. Keep that ankle in mind here on out. Bend toes again. Now use your big toe muscle to push up to that pointed toe. And then just bring that back down and back down. Another side. Bend. Toe muscles pop. Bend toes down. Step further. Bend. Pop. Maybe roll over. Gentle. Roll up. Toes. Heel comes down. Toes bend. Pop. Roll over. Roll back. Toes down. Okay, we're going to keep that pattern. We're just going to pick it up a smidge. Also be tall on your supporting hips too. Okay, so no slumpy. Side to side. Ready? Okay. So a point, and then we're going to switch push. So just switch, pushing just to our toes right now. Just to a toe bend. Just to a toe bend. For about 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Adding a little bit more. Toe bend, point, over, point, back. Switch. Toe bend, point, over, point, switch. Bend, point, over, point, bend. Last 1 each side in this position. Over, point, point. Sorry, this is hard to call out. I hope you've got the rhythm. There we go. Walking through our feet.
Walking through. Great. So we'll do the same thing from that first position.
Oh, I was going to do a rib slide.
Great. That sounds like a great idea.
Thank you.
Rib slides. Seated helps stabilize that low back. And again, we're looking for that movement between the low back and the neck or that rib cage. Hands on hips, hands wherever you wish. And can we slide from side to side?
If you are standing feet wider than hip width, that'll also start your hips.
Sliding side to side as if between 2 panes of glass. Last 1 or 2 repetitions here. Okay. Then again, Lauren, maybe you come up closer because they want to see the next one. So the flexion and extension of the spine. Of course they do. The flexion of the spine is rounding out, and the extension is pushing forward. In the back, shoulder blades together with our spine flexed, and extend. And repeat that one more. Extend, flex, come to center. For one circle going each way, try to connect those 4 dots or circles or square shapes as we go here. From the center, I'm going to lean left to forward and across the front to the lateral side again, hollowing out or rounding out the back. As I flex through my spine, shoulder blades still staying together as we can. I'm back to my original lateral. I'll return to center. Repeat the same other direction first. I'm going to slide to my right, reach to that front right corner, my circle or my square, and across the front of the room, keeping that rib cage level just like the hips. I'm pulling around that lateral 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock position on the clock. I'm pulling around to hit 6. Staying square to hit that 5-4. Lateral, center. Breath.
Thank you.
Take your time coming up, and now we'll explore those feet from that first position.
So same idea, but from turned out. So all you do is you keep your feet parallel, you pivot on your heels, you point them out to the side. Great. Squeeze your butt, keep your knees straight, unless you're bending it. Then it's purposeful. Bend your toes like we did last time. So just bend, put that heel down. Bend, put that heel down. Each time trying to see if you can keep those heels touching. I have calves, my heels can touch. It's not an excuse. Bend, point your toe, back to toes, down. Bend, point your toes, back to toes, down. Now, bend, point with your toe muscles again, roll over, keep that knee pushed out, toe point, toes, down. Bend, toe muscles, over, toe point, toes, down. Continue, bend, point, roll, point, bend, heel, bend, point, roll, point, bend, heel. 4 more. 4, point, over, point, down. If you feel like you need to go a little bit slower, please do. You do not need to go any faster. Last one.
Losing my turnout on that foot.
Yeah, it's tough. And down. That was lovely.
Excellent.
Just turn those feet back to center.
We'll explore that rib roll one more time. By rib roll, I mean, our slide glide. So get that comfortable position. This time, we're going to go lateral and back first rather than forward. So I went to my left the last time, so we're going to go this time.
Oh.
In my center position, hands hips, hands wherever. Slide to the right. Pull yourself from that 3 o'clock lateral towards a 6 o'clock position at the back. Find 7 and 8 on that clock on the floor. From 9 across the front of the room as we go 9, 10, 11, showing 12. Pulling around that 1, 2 to 3 o'clock. Return to center. Repeat one more time the other way. Lateral rib slide. Rounding, flexing out the spine as we go to the back. Pulling on the abs, using the abs to drive this movement. Pulling across. We're lateral, reaching towards that 1, 2 at the top. We're at 12 and 11 and 10. And nice and controlled again back to the lateral. And pull yourself center. Take your time getting up. Hydrate with your favorite beverage.
Let's do one quick set of these roll-ups and downs, and then we'll move on to our bigger tips.
Yes.
I just want to do these really quick. So feet in parallel. We'll do feet parallel and first. First, all we're going to do,
Lower for that. Yeah.
bend our knees forward, stand back up. Bend our knees forward, stand up, roll up, slow down, bend, extend, roll up, down. Do that 3 more times. Bend, extend, roll up. Each time maybe using that chair a little bit less. Did we have 1 more or was that 3?
1 more.
1 more. Then we're going to add to this and roll up in a different way. So this time up, knees bend, forward, roll down, stand up, roll up, knees bend, heels down, stand up, roll up, knees forward, heels down, stand up. 2 more. Roll, bend, heels, extend, roll, bend,
I was doing so good.
heels, extend. Very similar. 1 last little ditty. Out first. Turn out. Roll up, roll down. Just find that. Trying each time to touch your heels back together. 2 more like that. Roll up, roll down. 1 more. Roll up, roll down. Bend your knees over your toes. Keep your hips tucked under you. Stand up tall. So anytime I please up, roll down. Bend your knees over your toes. Keep your hips tucked under you. Stand up tall. So anytime I please slide down, pull yourself up 1 more time. Tuck under, slide down, stand up. Good. Do it. Here. Stand up. Roll up. Come down. Bend. Extend. Roll up. Come down. Bend. Extend. Roll up. Let's get fancy for 1. Up. Bend your knees. Heels down. Extend. Roll up.
You said 1.
Bend your knees. Heels down. Last one. Toes. Knees out. Heels down. Straighten. Okay.
That was a tough one.
Man, doing ballet beside a radiator is really
It is pumping everything.
yeah,
It's either
ripping.
Either you or the rat is pumping everything.
Yeah, let's switch sides for a second.
Okay. So I can see my armpit stains.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better on you.
So here we are again at our chair apparatus. Get your balance aid as you need. Work on the hip movement. We'll worry about the balance later. Tall.
Tall.
Supported inside leg as always. Taking a leg to the front. And in this position, perform a couple internal external rotations. Turn the inseam up. Turn the inseam down. When you turn the inseam down, avoid the kick out. So keep those hips nice and stable for 1 or 2 more. Roll in and out like a lock and a key.
Your punch bowl shouldn't be rocking.
Point or turn the kneecap towards the camera here or screen and pull underneath. Repeat the same thing out the side. Point to the side. My kneecap is facing forward. It's now turned up or my inseam forward. And now it's turned down. And for a couple in a row, internally and externally rotate, keeping the foot pointed as allowed, keeping the knee straight, and articulating or rolling in this hip socket for 1 or 2 more. Bring it in the center. Repeat the same thing to the back.
Ooh, tricks.
To the back in that hip extension. Watch the flared ribs, keeping the rib cage down. And very subtle, same thing. The rotation in and out of that hip. Balance as we need, Ian, like you said. And roll in and out of the hip. Return to underneath. At this point, we'll just do a nice little rib roll in a different pattern. Instead of doing a circular pattern, this time we're doing more of a revolution up here. Hands across chest would be appropriate. Hands in parallel of your choice. We'll start with our spine flexion.
Feet in parallel?
Feet in parallel. I say hands in parallel?
Yeah.
Feet in parallel, your other hands. So from here again, we'll start with our chin tuck. Flex the spine forward. Add a rotation, lean to that new corner, and gently find yourself an extension around the back doing a rib roll, where our shoulders are now facing new corner, and we'll pull down into that strong position and pull our rib cage back and around to center. And repeat to a standing or an extended position for a rest. Take a second. Repeat the other way. If you have any questions, maybe just watch first. Hands across chest. Tuck a chin and flex or pull the rib cage down to the hips. Add a rotation. Lean back to that new corner gently and articulate that extension roll across the back range. Your shoulders will face a new corner. Pull them back down through the abs and turn that corner back to center and tall. Relax. We'll repeat that one more time in a second. Build that nice little rib roll going this way. We can start to express that with our quarter balance in our ballet practice if you want. It is hot over here. Okay, let's do the other versions of hips. So now 2 in a row.
Same leg.
Yeah.
Sorry, the squirrel has a giant sandwich outside.
Super Dave? Super Dave's one?
Yeah, it might be a whole pizza. All right, low and high in one go. Wow, 2 goes. Stand on your inside leg. Point to the front. You're drawing the most perfect circle around you. So start that rotation, inseam's going to start facing forward. Continue that circle behind you, where when you get behind you, that knee will then be directly pointed forward. Just pause there. Try to straighten your knee, stay tucked under. We're just going to stay, and we're going to now take that circle all the way back around. Imagine that hip just so smoothly drawing that circle in its socket. From there, lift your foot a centimeter off the floor. 1 centimeter, I said, Ian. Now, to the side. Don't worry, we'll get to do it one more time. All the way behind you. That centimeter the whole time. Once it's behind you, bring it back again. Pull it back around, sending the other hip forward. Okay, that's more than a centimeter. Now, more than a centimeter. Last one. Pick your height. Try to keep it equal the whole time. All the way around. Hips push through. Watch that low back.
That lateral one
Pause.
cheek.
Let's pull it under us. Pull it underneath us. And then straight to the back. Same distance off the floor as when you came back around. All the way around that corner. To the front, land your foot, pull it underneath you. Snip, snap.
Ooh,
Just like that.
Your turn on the hot side.
Oh man.
That got the sweat going a little bit.
Yeah, it's really warm. Oh, other leg?
I think so.
We have to do our internal and external rotation off this leg. So we're standing tall on our inside leg, we're pointing to the front. We're revisiting that first exercise, so where our inseam points towards the ceiling, and then it comes back to center, and it rotates in. It rotates open. It rotates in. Bring it under you. Then take it to the side. Do the same thing. Rotate inseam forward. Rotate knee towards the front of the room, and then try to turn knee towards the floor. No hiking of your hip. Rotate open. Rotate closed. I love this one so much. Let's do it one more time. Rotate open.
Which direction?
Rotate closed. And then neutral. Pull it underneath us. Last time, to the back, to the back. Straight behind you. Check yourself out. Straight to the back. Open. Close. Knee straight. Open. Close, neutral, pull, underneath you.
Ooh. So we'll come back to that leg in a second, these other 2 drills. We'll continue that rib roll. We can do that from our standing position or again in that kneeling position. Which one do you want?
We'll stand.
You'll stand. Great, I'll kneel. So keep your hands low. Maybe this is our first position, maybe this is any other position that's holding a beach ball out front. Keep your hands low, keep them in the same position as we do the same drill through that rib roll articulation. Start with our chin tuck. Hold the rib cage down. Lean the direction of your choice. I'm leaning left. And keeping the ribs down, draw that nice circle as we pull ourselves all the way through to center. And then extend. And repeat one more time. Chin tuck. Pull the rib cage down. Rotate the other direction this time. Lift up around the back. Pulling yourself to the new corner. Finishing that last quarter turn with the strength through the core. And back up to an extended position. Get your lunge. Hiya. And up.
Low and high hips.
Low and high hips.
Back to the leg you
I
just
think
did.
there's 3 of these coming
There's
up.
3 of them. Low, 1 centimeter up. Point.
Point.
Low. Start that rotation, open to the side. Inseam forward. Straight, pardon?
Just move forward.
Straight to the back. Tap those hips under. Open up again as you draw that circle to the side. You'd be drawing the same, if you had chalk on the bottom of your toe, your circle would be the same forward and backwards. Lift it 1 centimeter up. Start rotating to the side. Okay, mine's like a couple centimeters, but not super high.
I got excited on that.
Yeah. Straighten your knee.
It is.
Point your hips forward.
I think they are.
Bring them back around.
Point that toe as we're allowed to.
Wow.
Build the strength on that
Oops, I got
standing leg.
excited. One more time, little higher. Keep the same height the whole time. This time you're drawing a shelf, and that shelf would remain at the same height. Knees stay straight. I think we pulled it under us last time, so let's pull underneath. Straight to the back. Back off the floor again, same height. Try not to arch that low back. Start rotating open in that socket as it comes around. Keep your hip level, board. Point to the side. Pull it to the front. Tap the floor. Close. Get away from the radiator.
Those drills make me feel all the muscles are. One of our instructors had that I was jealous of a long time. We hope you feel that on your hip holsters for stability and
High butt
strength.
Clock.
Movement clock. Let's talk about our quick movement clock today, and then we'll get into more of our lateral raises for that endurance burn, if you will, on the hips. Today we're going to set up a movement clock like a wishbone. There'll be a direction in the front, a direction to the back corner, and then the opposite corner as well.
An upside down Y.
An upside down Y. Great. Take a step forward, just address that place. Forward, back, and then it would be the other leg to the back corner. In that circumstance, we'll get into that. Switch your feet, step forward with the other leg, are the hips forward. Step to the back corner, are the hips still forward? And the new corner over by Lauryn here. Hips forward, yes. Hips forward, no. Be aware that the hips face forward for the duration of the movement clock. Sound good? Pick that up in a second. Until then, let's do 1 push-up.
Oh.
Slow push-up.
There's some cold back here.
Slow push-up. Either hinging or folding. Get yourself to the floor. Establish your high plank.
I'll do it with you.
Perform
Let's
one
hinge.
repetition of a push-up.
Bend your knees, push your hips back, find the floor, slowly walk yourself out. I like to pause and just straighten my knees for a second, and then roll through. Here we go. Let's just warm up with a 5-second descent. 5,
Knees if you
4,
need.
3, 2, all the way down. Whew. Pull your shoulders back, tuck your hips under, 1 unit up. 1 more?
Yeah.
5, squeeze your butt. 4, brace your abs. 2, 1, shoulders down, tuck under, 1 unit, up. Start walking your hands back, light bend in your knees, push your heels down. You're gonna end up back in that hinge if you hinged. Nice extended spine. Oh, this feels so good.
Get those hands, get that length through the spine going.
Huh.
We'll come back to that movement clock. Hands, hips, hands anywhere that you need. The goal now is that our knee travels forward. The knee that stays, or foot that stays in the same place, will bend. The other leg will stay straight. As a quick example, doesn't slide on the rubber always, but that leg that stays in the same place will bend. The other leg will remain straight. Here we go.
Here we go.
On your right foot, reach that left leg forward. Hips level, hips forward. Extend. Reach this leg to the back corner of the same side. Hips level, hips forward. Bring it underneath. Repeat 3 more to the front and back corner respectively. To the front, to tall. Back corner, tall. Knee forward, pull through the quad, back corner, together. And one more, forward, extend, back corner, extend together. I hit my heels together, Lauren.
Good job.
Every time I try, just for me and for you. Same thing on the other foot.
And Dorothy.
Take one slow repetition, and we'll do the patterns of 3. So to the front, encouraging the knee forward, to tall, and the back corner, keeping those hips in extension or forward, together. Let's repeat our 4 front-back alternating style repetitions. Knee forward with a bent knee, pull the kneecap up, reach to that new corner, pull the kneecap up. Ooh, balance. Knee over the toe, to tall, and to the back corner. So again, speed is sometimes easier. It might be harder to go slow. To tall, back corner, keeping those hips again facing forward. And one more repetition. Move forward, and to the back corner here. Great. Let's just review those push-ups. Maybe watch, maybe do them. Here we go. What is our standard for our push-up?
Watch. You better be doing them. I'm not doing this.
No, clarify.
Sorry,
Clarify.
Watch.
So in our push-ups again, same cues as from the all fours positions to the spine. Wide open hands, straight elbows, with donations forward. Elbows something like these, 45 degrees. This is a great hips position, Lauren, if you dropped your hips for a second. If you're doing any version of that, modify. Error on the side of your bum being way higher than you ever thought. With our hips tucked under, pull ourselves to the floor for 5 seconds. Go. Bum squeeze, cores brace, 3, 2, return to the floor. Take a breath. Connect that ribbon hip with a bum squeeze and a core brace. And with the breath, press to tall. Establish your plank. Keep those hips beautifully high and nice and slow. Pull yourself to the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, relax the tension. Reconnect those ribs and hips. Press to stand. Take your time. I see a couple comments. I just want to see what's going on. Okay, sound. Hopefully that sound is back. We are trying to make some improvements on our sound quality. Please be patient with us. But thank you for the note. I hope that our sound is back.
I don't know if our volume helps the whole thing. Anyway, clock it up.
So clock. We're going to switch feet. Same thing. We'll go to the front. Yes. Back corner, okay. But that leg that it went from back there, I want it to reach back towards Lauren's corner here without rotating those hips. So the hips will face forward. Be prepared for a very slow, small, and pretty challenging movement as we try to go to that new quadrant where Lauren is if I use this leg first. So tall on my right glute hip, core brace, knee forward to tall. Back corner to tall. And then I'm going to try to get it towards Lauren over there without dumping. And back to center. Repeat 3 more each position. Front, extend, corner, extend, Back corner, making room by pulling and leveling the hips. And one more time. Front, extend, back corner, extend, new corner, making room, leveling hips, center. Repeat the other leg. Knee forward, leg forward. Knee over the toe, extend. To Lauryn's corner, to the new corner, which is the hard one for me. Woo. And together. Knee forward, pull the quad. Reach to that new corner, pull together. Pull this hip up. This hip has to come up to help you get to that back corner together. And one more time, knee forward, together. Back corner, Lauryn's talking to herself, they're pulling up. And last one, I need to pull up here to help me get around that corner and to tall.
You should hear me in a ballet class. Not
That
very
rad.
ballerina like.
These moves, that rad, hot.
I just like to talk about something super quick.
Okay.
Why do we do this exercise all the time? You might be wondering. Our movement clock. I always wondered when people did these exercises where their knee slides over their toes, but then I thought about it and there's so many great things. One, you're working on ankle flexion and mobility here. Two, you're strengthening your knee quad stability here, which we know a majority of people have troubles with, and that causes troubles elsewhere. The other thing is, if you don't believe me, there's a video on Instagram of me doing like 700 stairs for Ian's video. That's how you walk downstairs. So when you take that step down your stair, your knee comes over your toe and you load that position.
When you run, when you jump.
So very functional, not just for our entertainment.
Yeah, but it is good for entertainment too. Nice rhythm going on.
Yeah.
We're going to revisit our bar for one more set of exercises for those hips, and then we'll have an optional get up at the end series as well.
More burning and sweating.
More lateral hip burning. Burning.
I like your shaking actually.
Go this way
All
first.
those side profiles.
Yeah, excellent. So we're doing our lateral leg lifts out to the side here. Ribs down, butt squeeze, feet in parallel. Be low as Lauryn said earlier, that's centimeter off of the floor. Own that movement as a low version before we look to get too much amplitude or tension in the muscle. Take a leg out to the second position. Turn it up, that your kneecap goes up. Turn it in, or internally rotate on the hip. Which one's easier for you? Pick the one that's the hardest and do it. For me, that's going to be my internal hip rotation. With this internal hip rotation,
For me, that's external rotation.
cramping up on this leg, lift off the floor for 10, 9, 8, with a straight knee. And we're lifting from right here for 3, 2, casually tap down on the floor. Take a breath, reposition hips, straighten the standing leg, maybe roll in or out on the hip. I'm rolling in, Lauryn is rolling out. Lift off the floor, tall on the supporting leg. We're lifting up for 8, 7, straighten the knee. It'll want to bend for 4 more seconds here. 3, 2, tap down. We'll repeat that one more time. Reestablish your nice center, level hips, engage our standing leg, and lift. 9, 8, straighten that knee, Ian. Come on, 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, slow tap. Bring it to the front if you have room there, Lauryn, sorry. And then pull it back to center. Repeat. Other side. Only one set of these, I promise, but I recommend doing 2 or 3 sometimes. They're nice as well.
I do this.
The sideways, okay. So again, same thing as before here. Reach out to the side. Rotate in, rotate out. Which one is the hardest for you? And stay in that position. For me, again, that would be this internal hip rotation. And I believe Lauryn is in that external
Can't
hip
you see
rotation.
that?
I can. That's good. So in that internal hip rotation, balance is the need. Strong and stable on the supporting leg, and lift the straight leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, tap it down, relax the tension. Recramp the standing leg, regrip the floor, re-straighten those knees, take a big breath, and go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, tap it down, tap it down. I should be using my balance aid. I'm trying to test it without it, but I should be using this
Last
too.
one.
And one more time, lift it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, balance. Tap it, close it to the front, and close that up.
My standing leg.
Yeah.
So
So,
good. So,
maybe that's where we finish today's practice. For about 3 to 5 minutes here. Maybe like 2 each side.
2 each side.
Kind of 2 each side. Lauren and I will be grabbing our super heavy wood dumbbells. Or our super heavy barbells branded clubs. Yes, beautiful. I know, thank you. And we're going to be doing repetitions of our get-ups here.
Yeah.
Playing with different things. Maybe I'm going to try to press somewhere. Maybe I might just try to really think with my elbow or my shoulder pack or my wrist straight. Pick a move, like our get-up. Let's refine it for 2 reps each side. Start with the press like one.
I'm in your corner.
So press, the step back lunge, the open, the rotation and hinge on the hip. Maybe try to bring the elbow to the hip here. That's a fun move. That's a hard move.
I did a floor press there.
Nice. Adding a floor press.
I'm also going to do 2 in a row with my heavy bell.
That hip extension to pull. Tall sit with the squish bug. Hip extension. Sweep. Maybe try that press again here. Then arm bar, fun variation, extend the hip. Square. Drive. And pull.
Sort of making a lot of
And
sense.
switch. Sound effects. It sounds like you're playing tennis or skiing or baking or just Ian and Lauryn. It's all good. Press. Like you can touch. Cues that down. Open. You've been here to warm up. I love that position to warm up. Add the rotation. Ooh, try that bent arm bar here. That's not too bad. That's tough. Press. Sweep. Elbow. Brace. Extension drive. Fix the hair.
Fix it.
Gotta fix that hair.
Just get a bowl on my head. Fix the hair.
Pull back down with that armpit flat. Extend the hip. Square. Full tension. And down. That's my 1 each side. I'm going to perfect 1 more time each side.
I'm done. I did 2 each side. Let's watch Ian. Maybe have a sip of coffee here.
Awesome.
I do recommend if you're doing Turkish get-ups on a hardwood floor to maybe have a little knee pad down or such. I find it hard on my knee. Nice sweep. Looking at that bell. Extension. And sweep.
This is that bent press that looks pretty good on this side compared to
Bed
where it's
press.
been. Oh, that's a tough one. Ah,
Great job.
awesome. Nice. That's about 5 minutes longer than our usual practice. Adding in those get-ups, again, a little bit by popular request. And again, it just feels nice.
Yeah, we just get so much fan mail that says, let's do more get-ups.
They love the simplicity. So
First of all, we get so
in
much
our
mail.
new, we do.
Yeah.
In our feedback, People have asked to prioritize that strength and mobility. The sweat factor remains a less than important attribute for these workouts.
Aerobic, we should say.
Aerobic.
I sweat at the drop of a hat.
So again, by addressing the things like our tension strategies, that intensity can definitely be ramped up throughout our practice here.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to chat. We'll end if no one kind of says anything, and that's great too. But thank you so much. We had double digits again here.
Yeah.
We had even more people kind of come in there.
Remember to hit the thumb button.
The like
This
button.
worked last time I did this. Ready?
Punch it in. Oh, someone hit
Just
it.
like
Oh,
it. Just
did
hit
it work?
the like. Well, ours is there. Maybe yours is down
Maybe.
here. Ha. Ha. I haven't lost sound at all. Okay.
Okay.
You
So
still
again, we
haven't
are
liked
working
it,
on
though.
that sound.
You still
We
haven't liked it. There's a thumb. Oh, yeah!
have mics.
Remember to subscribe, like some videos, comment if you like, bars and bells. If you have any questions, email us.
So there isn't an internet platform that we're not currently on, unless we don't know of a new emerging one. Between Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm trying hard to get our message out, so thank you very much for being some of our best advocates as well.
Mm-hmm. Tell your
And,
friends, tell your family, subscribe.
Yeah, we're off tomorrow for live selections of classes, so check out something in the archive. Maybe start the week off with a get up. We kind of finished today with our get ups practice. And tomorrow, I know my personal practice will include about 10 get ups, a couple arm bars to warm up, and I'm working on those one arm swings. Lauren has us working on a class. So I was integrating some of those in my practice as well.
So the next time we'll see you is Tuesday at 5 p.m. for strength and swings.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for coming.
Fantastic. As Lauren said, thank you very much for coming.
Bars and bells.
Stay strong.
Stay strong.
Bars and bells.
See you soon.
We'll see you soon.